Hi student, this is Sukumar. 11th standard mathematics, chapter number 7, continuation of exercise 7.2. Now problem number 11. Look at that. Show that the determinant value is divisible by x power 4. Okay. Here is the determinant. For getting the value of the determinant which is divisible by x power 4, R1 implies R1 divided by A. Then R2 implies R3 divided by B. R2 divided by B. R3 implies R3 divided by C. Here A, here B, here C. Since I am dividing R1 by A, for balancing the value, you have to multiply it by A. Like that, R2 to be divided by B, then you have to multiply it by B. Then R3 is divided by C, you have to multiply it by C for balancing. Okay, now we can divide. If we divide A square plus x square by A square, AB by A square, AC by A square. A square plus x square divided by A square, AB divided by A square, sorry, not A square, A only, sorry, A, here A, AC divided by A. Now, second row to be divided by B, AB by B, B square plus x square by B, BC by B. AB by B, B square plus x square divided by B, BC by B. Finally, R3, each and every element of R3 to be divided by C, AC by C, BC by C, C square plus x square by C. AC divided by C, BC divided by C, C square plus x square divided by C. Can simplify AA get cancelled, here AA get cancelled, here B get cancelled, here B get cancelled, here CC get cancelled. Since we have plus symbol in the numerator, no chance of cancelling A here. So that is equal to, write ABC as it is. This one can be separated as A squared by A plus x squared by A. A squared by A, that is A plus x squared by A. A plus x squared by A. Here B only left out. Here C. Here A. Here B squared by B plus x squared by B. B squared by B, that is B plus x squared by B. And C here. A here. Here B only. C squared by C, that is C plus x squared by C. Now multiply that column 1. Column 1 implies column 1 into A. Column 2 implies column 2 into B. And column 3 implies column 3 into C. Already we have ABC outside the determinant. Now, since we are multiplying by A, for balancing you have to divide by A, then divide by B, then divide by C. Whenever you multiply, you have to divide for balancing. Okay. Now, we can multiply the first column by A. Okay, listen. If I multiply it by A, you will be getting A squared. Here also have to multiply by A get cancelled, only x squared. So, you will be getting A squared plus x squared. Here you have to multiply it by A, that is A squared. Here also have to multiply it by A squared. Like that. Second column, each and every element to be multiplied by B. B into B, B squared. Here also B into B, B squared. Plus, here also have to multiply it by B. B get cancelled, only x squared. Here B into B, that is B squared. Next, multiplied by C, C squared, multiplied by C, C squared. So, C squared c squared. Here also have to multiply by cc into cc squared plus here also have to multiply by c. Cc get cancelled, x squared. Okay. Now here a cancelled, b cancelled, even c cancelled. Before expanding the determinant, I am going for the transformation, so that I am changing that R1. R1 implies R1 minus R2, and I am changing R2 also. R2 implies R2 minus R3. Okay. Now there is no change of R3. R3 right as it is. In R3 we have a square, b square, c square plus x square. A square, b square, c square plus x square, no change. Now look at the transformation here. R1 and R2 both to be subtracted, and the resultant one should be written in R1. This is R1. Here we have R2. I am subtracting R1 and R2. Okay. If you subtract a2 plus x squared minus a squared, correct? A squared minus a squared get cancelled, we will be having x squared. So one more step we can write a square plus x squared minus a squared. It will be easy for you. A squared plus x squared minus a squared. Here subtract b squared. If you subtract, you have to change the sign for both, because minus b squared minus x squared, b squared minus b squared minus x squared. Next, you have to subtract these two, c squared minus c squared, c squared minus c squared. The first transformation is over. Now we can go for the second one. R2 implies R2 minus R3. R2 minus R3. Here R2, here R3. Subtract a square minus a square. A square minus a square over. Next, b square plus x square minus b square. B square plus x square minus b square. Finally, you have to subtract c squared minus c squared minus x squared. C squared minus c squared minus x squared. Now here plus a squared minus a squared cancelled, 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 cancelled. So we have x squared, here minus x squared, here 0, here 0, here x squared, here only minus x squared, here a squared, b squared, c squared plus x squared. Now we can expand the determinant, usual expansion. In usual expansion, I am expanding the determinant by R1, so plus minus plus, that is equal to, right, plus into x squared into, leave this column, first column and first row. We have these four elements, you have to multiply. Okay, x square into c square plus x squared, x squared into c square plus x squared. Then you have to multiply, after that you have to change the sign. Minus b squared x squared becomes plus b squared x squared over. Next, minus into minus plus x squared into, leave this column and row. We have these four elements, have to multiply. If you multiply, these two will be getting 0. Then multiply, change the sign, minus a squared x squared becomes plus a squared x squared, 0 plus a squared x squared. Here finally we have 0, 0 and anything 0, put 0 only. that is equal to x squared into x square into c square. X square into x square is x power 4 plus b square into x square plus x squared into a squared x squared. Okay, that is equal to, we can multiply now x square into x square, that is x power 4 into c squared. X square into x power 4 is x power 6. X square into x square, that is x power 4 b squared x power 4 plus a squared x power 4. Here x power 4, here x power 4, x power 6, x power 6, x power 4. So we can take only x power 4 as common. If we take x power 4 as common, we have, first write this term a squared, then we have taken x power 4 common b squared. Since we have taken x power 4 common c squared, plus finally we have taken x power 4 common, so x square will be there, x squared. X power 4 into x squared is x power 6. Look at that expression, x power 4 into any value, any expression is divisible by x power 4. You are asked to prove the determinant value is divisible by x power 4. Outside the bracket we have x power 4, which implies it is divisible by x power 4. We have proved, hence proved. Okay, so problem number 11 is completed. Then I will be teaching that the next problem in the next video. Thank you, children.